Good morning students, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. In the last video we have completed exercise 3.2 from chapter data handling, and today in this video we are going to work with exercise 3.3. And also in the last video I asked you to purchase graph copies na? So for exercise 3.3 be ready with your graph copy students. But before moving on to exercise 3.3, first take out your homeworks and match the answers from the board. So students, let us see the first question of exercise 3.3. Use the bar graph figure 3.3. Just below the question, graph is given. See students, figure 3.3 to answer the following questions. Point A, which is the most popular pet? Point B, how many students have dog as a pet? So students, for question number 1, a graph is given. You can see two graphs are given. See where it is written figure 3.3. That graph is for first question, and then you have to study that graph, and then only you can answer question A and question B. So let us study the bar graph first. Okay, so you can see figure 3.3, a graph is given. I told you, if such is the graph, this line shows x-axis. So on x-axis, what is written on the graph given students? It is written pet animals, isn't it? So the pet animals are dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, others. Look into your textbook. There the graph is given very clearly. Okay. So 5 animals are given. Then y-axis is showing number of students. Y-axis is showing number of students. Now let us read the graph students. First go to dogs and see where the bar is reaching. It is showing number of students as 8, isn't it? The bar for dog is going up to 8. That means 8 students like the dog. Okay. Now let us see for cats also. See for cats where the bar is reaching, which point it is showing? It is showing 10. So that means 10 students own cats. Same for rabbits. See for rabbits it is reaching 2. So 2 students own rabbits. Hamsters, how many students are having hamsters? You can see for hamsters the bar is in between 4 and 6 now students, so you may take as 5. Okay, how many students are owning hamster as a pet? 5 students. Then others, it is between 2 and 4 again, so you may say 3 students have other pets. Okay, other pets, then dog, cats, rabbits and hamsters. Okay, so this was your graph. Now which is the most popular pet you have to answer now? See students, the bar which is the highest, that many students are having the particular pet. So which is the highest bar here? For cats, 10 students are having cats. Na? So which is the most popular pet students? It will be CAT, cat. Cat is the most popular pet among the students. Okay, then how many students have dog as pet? So dog, the bar is going up to 8. So 8 students are having dog as pet. Clear students? Just this much. So if you get such question, first step is to read the graph. For reading the graph, first see what is given on the x-axis and y-axis, and then see where the bar is going. Okay, let us see question number 2 students. Again in your textbook, read the bar graph figure 3.4, which shows the number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years, and answer the following questions. Fine students, before looking at the questions, first I'll explain you the graph and then we are going to see the questions. Okay, so see the graph given for figure 3.4. There again 2 axes are given. X-axis is showing years. Okay, 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992 and 1993. Okay, then number of books are also given, and scale is given students. 1 centimeter is showing 100 books. Fine, so that means there is scale of 100, gap of 100 between each number of books. Okay, now we can see the bar for 1989 students. In the year 1989, how many books were sold? You can see the bar is little bit above from the center of 100 and 200 है ना, 100 और 200 के बीच में, उसके middle से थोड़ा सा ऊपर है, and we are taking 1 centimeter is equals to how much? 100 units. So here you are going to estimate which number this bar is showing. So we can see it is little bit above from the center point, so that means it is above 150. Okay, between 100 and 200 it will be 150 na. So bar is little bit above 150, so I may take it as 180 because it is near to 200, so I am taking it as 180. 1989 number of books sold is 180 approximately. Then same for 1990, you can see for 1990 the graph is given between 500 to between 400 and 500. Again it is just above the center of 400 and 500. Okay, so you may take it as for 1990 the number of books were sold will be 475. We can take 475, nearly 475 or 480 approximately. Okay, then for 1991 you can see for 1991 the graph is near about 300. Okay, so either you can take 280 or 290. Then for 1992 we can take it as 225, 230. For 1993 it is accurately near 600. So like this, first you have to read the graph. Now you can answer the question, students. So first point, question number 2, first point, about how many books were sold in year 1989. Just now we have discussed na? For 1989 we can see the bar is near to 200, but not exactly at 200, but little bit near. So let us take it as question number 2. First point, for 1989 we can take the number of books sold as 180 approximately. Okay, for here I am writing approximately means nearly. Okay, then for 1990 also you have to answer, students. So for 1990 what we have taken? For 1990 let us take that number of books sold is 475 or 480 nearly. So 475 approx. Okay, then for the year 1992 also you have to give. So for 1992 we have discussed as 225. So books sold in the year 1992 is nearly 225. Clear, students? Now let us see our second question. Second point, in which year were about 475 books sold? Just now we have written 475 books were sold on in the year 1990. So my second answer will be, students, Okay, 475 books were sold in the year 1990. Clear, students? In the year 1990. Okay, this question has one more point about 225. In which year about 225 books sold? So that also we have written 225 books were sold in the year 1992. So here we can write 225 books were sold in the year 1992. Got it, students? Okay, now third part of the question, in which years were fewer than 250 books sold? Fewer means less than 250 books sold. Again see the graph, you will get the answer. So we can see in the year 1989 books sold were 180, and in the year 1992 it is nearly 225. So means these 2 years have sales fewer than 250 books. So let us write the answer for the third point. Year 1989 and 1992. That's all, students. Fourth point, can you explain how you would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? How we have estimated, students? Because we know that 1 centimeter is showing 100 units, and for year 1989 sorry. So we can see the bar for 1989 is near to 200. So that's why we have estimated it as 180. So here we are going to write as 1 centimeter is showing 100 books and the bar for 1989 is near to 200. That's all. This is the answer, as 1 centimeter is equals to 100 books and the bar for 1989 is near to 200. So we have estimated. So clear, students? So this was your question number 2. In question 1 and 2, graph was already given. We just have to read, observe the graph and we have to answer. So we have done that. Now from question number 3, students, you are going to draw the bar graph. So let us see question number 3. Be ready with your graph copies, your ruler, scale, your ruler, pencil and eraser. Let us see question number 3, students. Okay, so let us see question number 3, students. Number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data or bar graph. Okay, so 6 classes, number of children are given to you. Then what you have to do is, A and B, 2 questions are there, that also you have to answer. So let us study the table given. Class 5th, number of children in 5th standard is 135. For 6th, it is 120. For 7th, 95 students. In 8th standard, 100 students. In 9th standard, 90 students. In 10th standard, 80 students. Okay, fine. Point A, how would you choose a scale? So students, the most important thing for drawing the bar graph is choosing the scale. How to choose the scale? How you will decide the gap that you are going to show on the y-axis? Okay, you have to think which numbers are given to you and taking which number gap will be easier for you to mark those numbers. Let us see here, 135, 120, 95, 100, 90, 80. So here I can choose the scale as 1 unit length is equals to 10 children. Then what will happen? I'll for first put point 0. After 0, 10. 20, 30, like that we have to see the highest value here 135 na. So you have to go up to 140. That much space also you should have in your graph copy na, so that you can mark from 0 to 140, leaving 10 gap. So it is not easy to mark all those points. So let us take 1 unit length is equals to 20 units. Then one box will show 1 centimeter will show 20 units, students. That means we have to first we'll mark 0, after 0, 20, 40, 60 like that. And we will stop at 140. Reason? Because 135 is the highest value which we are going to show. So I have decided that my scale here will be 1 unit will show 20 children, 20 students. Clear? Okay, then point B, answer the following questions. Point first, which class has the maximum number of children and the minimum? Maximum means highest. Looking at the table also you can answer here. 135 students is the highest and it is in 5th standard. Then for minimum number, minimum is 80 children are there in 10th standard. Okay, then point 2, find the ratio of students of class 6th to the students of class 8th. In your 6th standard you have studied about ratios now. How to calculate ratio? First write the numbers given as fractions and cancel them, you will get the ratio. So students in class 6th are 120, in 8th it is 100. So we are going to calculate the ratio of 120 and 100. But let us start with the graph, students. Let us draw the graph. So in your graph copies, take out a graph sheet and first draw like this. Draw the y-axis and x-axis, students. Okay. After drawing, what you will do now, students? Look, we have decided that scale will be 1 unit will show 20 children. So first mark this. 1 unit will show 20 children. Okay. Now let us complete our y-axis, students. So y-axis will be showing number of children. So here I will start with 0. In the introduction part also I told you, no, always start the scale with 0. After that I have to go up to 140. We have decided that we will go up to 140. So students, 20, 40, 60, then 80, 100, 120, 140. The marking should be equal. You are just going to mark at each box, students. From 0 where your box is ending, now there mark 20. Again where it is ending, mark 40. Like this will go on. 80, 100, 120 and 140. Okay, students. So this is my 140. So I have marked the my y-axis is ready, and what it is showing? It is showing number of children. Then you have to write like this also, number of children. This title is important. You have to write the title. Here I have written number of children. Maybe it is not clear in the video. I am telling you it is written number of children. Okay, here we are going to write class. So our x-axis will show class. Classes from 5th to 10th students. Again, I'll tell you how to mark here. See students, how many points here you have to mark? 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 6 points you have to mark now. Take the double of 6. How much it is? 12. And I'll mark here 12 points. The reason I'll tell you, first just do as I say. 6 points you have to mark on the x-axis. Now I am asking you to mark 12 points there. First mark, see. 1, again these are the distance between each point should be equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why I told you to take 12 point students? See, because after each class we are going to leave one box. Okay, see, I will not start marking from here. This first box I leave empty. Okay, here I am not going to write, but in the next line I will be writing 5th. Space is not there, so I am writing vertically. Here I have written 5th. Okay students, then again you have to leave one box. Okay, then come to the next space and write 6th there. Clear students? That's why I told you to leave the double space, to mark the double space. Again leave a gap and then again write 7th. No space students, so I have written, so it is 7th. Again I will leave one box, then I will write 8th. Again I leave a box and then I'll write 9th. Again I leave a box and I'll write 10th. Students, what I want to explain you is, after each point you have to leave a space. That's why for 6 points that we have marked, we have first marked 12 points, and then we have on those 12 points 6 spaces we have left. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These spaces I have left, and the rest of the 6 spaces I have written the title given. Clear students? Okay, now it is very simple. We'll just take the class, we'll see the number of children and we'll mark on our bar graph. So for 5th it is 135. So go to 5th, 135 students now. So here between 120 and 140 your 135 will lie. Exactly between 120 and 140 what will come students? See, we have taken gap of 20 na, so here it will be 130, 120 in between 130 and then 140. But I want to show 135. So what I'll do is, I'll come in between and I'll go little bit above from the between point. Okay, here I'll take it as 135. Now join. So my bar is showing 135 students. Clear? Okay, then next 6th standard it is 120. So go to 120, mark, join the bar. Okay, for 7th it is 95. So 95 means somewhere between 80 and 100. Between 80 and 100 exactly we'll get 90. I want to show 95. So little bit above 90. I'll get 95. Okay students. Then for 8th it is 100, exact 100. So go to 100 and there draw the bar. Okay, for 9th it is 90. So exactly between 80 and 100 we are going to take 90. Okay students. Then for 10th it is 80. So here somewhere I'll mark 80. Okay. So title is ready. Class, number of children. Classes are 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Then number of children we have already written. Scale is ready. 1 unit is showing 20 children. Now students, if I ask you which class has the maximum number of students, you can just see the bar. This bar is the highest, so that means 5th standard has the maximum number of students. If I ask you which class has the lowest number or minimum number of students, then this bar is the smallest, so you can answer 10th is having the minimum number of students. So by seeing the graph very easily we can answer the given questions. Understood students? You see, I have made this graph without using ruler and pencil, but you will use ruler and pencil and your bar should be of equal width. Okay, the width should be uniform and it should be correct. Clear students? If you want you can shade the graph. Okay, first point, A point, how would you choose a scale? That we have taken 1 unit is equals to 20 children over. Point B, answer the following questions. So students, here answer for point B we are going to write. First point will be Which class has the maximum number of children? So, maximum number of children are in 5th class and 10th has the minimum number of children. Clear, students? So this is point B, first answer. Okay, maximum number of children are at 5th and 10th has the minimum number of children. Then we have to find the ratio of class 6 to class 8. So students, first note this, then I will rub and write the answer for point number 2 also. So students, answer second. 6th class has 120 students, 8th class has 100 students, their ratio 120 is to 100. Here we will cancel 0, 0, then we will get 12 and 12. On 12 and 10, on cancelling 12 and 10 we will get 6 by 5, that is 6 is to 5. With this we have completed our solution number 3 also. Okay, in the next video we are going to see question number 4 and 5. That's all for today, students. Thank you.